Well, hello all and welcome. And sadly, a video I really did not want to talk about. But as it's already clearly out there, this isn't a video about news. It's simply just going to be me talking about this subject. But as obviously many know, that No Time to Die has been delayed once again to November. Now I'm in the UK and I think it's the 12th for us. We're getting it the 12th of November. Another 8 months, but it will be 7 months when it will come out, and it's all obviously because of the whole coronavirus that's happened. And I'm very two sides. Obviously, I was tempted to do a video straight away, and when it came out 2 days ago now, I think it was. But I knew for a fact I would look petty. I would look. I think I would look bad, because I would look very much like, oh, this guy just cares about a movie than people, and that's not true. Well, I don't really like people, to be fair. But does anyone? Come on, let's be real. But like, it's a difficult situation, because obviously, like many Bond fans, they really want to see this movie, but there's an obvious issue and obvious problem that's happening, affecting quite a big bit of the world right now. So I'm just going to kind of break it down, first of all. So, oh God, where to begin? Kind of just talking about the kind of basic stuff here, and why I'm not huge about this kind of news. Obviously I understand the reason, because it's all about money, and that's also a bit of an issue I have, because it felt such a bad taste in the mouth, because I just felt like, oh wow, yeah, I forgot these people really don't care about us. End of the day, they don't, because I'm telling you right now, if you think for a second the Bond producers and anyone else that actually care about, you know, the health and, you know, people, then you're fooling yourself, really, because they even said it says financial like stuff and all that, and it's like, oh, all right, cool, you know, there's been people that have actually, you know, they've tried to be positive and have stuck by this movie, and we're doing this now. It's that I didn't kind of agree with that kind of how it was dealt with. I think it should have been worded, I don't know, a little bit better than that. I understand it. I get, like, this is a business at the end of the day, but I just think it's, of late, it's very much hard being a Bond fan right now. It's just a constant, feels like it's just a punch to the face. This movie was meant to be out in November last year. Then it got delayed. I think for the first time it got delayed because of the whole Danny Boyle, he left, and it got moved to February. And then it got moved to April because, was it because they didn't have enough time? I can't really, someone comment down below, because I can't really remember why did it get delayed again. I really can't remember. I think it was because they just didn't have enough time. They wanted to give time, I think it was. I think that's the reason for Cary. I think it was for Cary Fukunaga, it was to give him more time. And now it's been delayed again to November. Now, the thing I'm really annoyed about with is, right, I completely understand it, actually. I kind of do. I don't think they needed to move it to November. I don't know about that. But, first of all, why is it just James Bond? I don't get why it's only just No Time to Die. It seems to be getting this hoo-ha. Disney's already came out and said that they're keeping Black Widow, which only comes out less than a month after No Time to Die was meant to come out, so I don't see why that's happening. Onward is out even right now. It's, well, Friday. Well, what do we? No. Oh well, it is out. Yeah, when recording this video is out now, I guess. So why is that okay? Why is this movie like that's a big Pixar movie? You know, they make like the Toy Story movies make a lot of money. Like, so I don't get what's going on there. And if anyone's saying right now for a fact this is a Universal thing, I mean, Fast and Furious is coming out pretty soon. That's a Universal movie, and that's not getting pushed back at all. So why is it just Bond? And like, it was funny because, like, you know, they say in the post, it's like, you know, the big reason obviously is because they're not having big crowds in cinemas. And I'm sorry, but the place I work in, I get way more people in a day than I would get for just a wee 2-hour session, you know, in a cinema. Yes, there's a lot of people in that moment, but I get a lot of folk during a day that I have around me, that I work with, that just simple customers that I have. So I just don't get they're kind of I understand the bigger reason really is because of China. This is the main reason is because in China, naturally they make a lot of money over there. I remember a great example was Expendables 3, where that did not do well, but then in China, I remember rightly, made like 100 million alone just in China, and actually managed to kind of basically save the movie, which is always an interesting one. I always find that one. But it's just that was the reason. So my logic was a little bit and this might sound selfish saying this, but we'll postpone it in those countries then, because there's a lot of places in this world that isn't affected. In that great of scale, because in the moment of speaking, I want to say now, I believe one has sadly passed away, which is a huge shame, and it's kind of it's a shame how it's kind of obviously that's worked out. But how many million of people live in the UK alone? Now I'm sorry, but there's something kind of I think the media has completely warped people's brains. As it says, where I work, I do work in a supermarket, and geez, like I worked yesterday and all toilet paper was gone. I'm like, oh, what is wrong with people? Why do people fall for this? The news and the way they kind of treat, because at the end of the day, if you actually look into it, it's the people that will get affected mostly is the elderly, and folk that generally have medical problems outside it. If you generally have it, a lot of folk have. There is actually someone quite near where I live that has it, and my father's a paramedic, and he knows that the guy just needs to literally just kind of rest for a couple of weeks, and that's what a lot of folk kind of have, and it's just. I think postponing this to November is just. I think in the long run this could really hurt the movie, because they've already marketed quite a good bit of this chunk of this movie. Like, how are they going to do another trailer? Like how much new footage can you show of this movie before you really start kind of showing way too much? And for the general audience as well, it could get to a stage of they're kind of done and they're tired of the movie, and that's also a bit of a shame. Because I remember I was talking to Lee from Saltorio Bond, and we had a little bit of a discussion about it, and I've talked to like James Bond Down Under. I know I like talking to James Bond Ireland as well, and there's quite a couple of them, and I feel like everyone feels the same, where we feel deflated now, and it's hard being a Bond fan. I'm more annoyed by the fact of why is it just the Bond movies. I'm not annoyed by the fact that I understand the reason by it. I understand it. I just don't get why it's just Bond. Do you know what I mean? When it's been already delayed, I don't know how many times now, and it's just again. And as I said, in the future wise, it's like the Billie Eilish song, like that might actually get like. Music is very subjective and it is very changeable very quickly. Like at the end of the year, that song, like how are they going to market that song at the end of the year? Oh, here's the new kind of old song now to the Bond movie. It's just bizarre, and I still see Daniel Craig. Obviously, he's going to be on SNL promoting No Time to Die. Come see the movie in 8 months. I think this is going to be a marketable nightmare, I think, for them. I find it very confusing why they've just gone and done this, to be honest. I think in the long run this could end up really being... it could really damage it, I think, a little bit. Because I do not get them. I've seen some Bond fans where, they're trying so hard to be positive, and I did that. I've already done that. I did that with the amount of delays, because I got so much, not abuse, but like on Facebook pages and all that, and folks saying, oh, forget the producers, like, oh, they've ruined Bond, whatever, and all that. And it's like, no, give it time. That's happened sometimes with directors just didn't kind of work, and maybe and all that, and whatever, like, and I was very supportive and I was very positive, and the trailers look great and everything looked great. But this is it feels like the final blow of me trying so hard to be positive. Where, like, I remember getting the news and I mean, Jesus, I feel sorry for this collection for a second. I mean, I was close to ripping it down. Like, that's just how much of just, because I'm very passionate about these movies. I adore these movies so much, like many Bond fans watching. And it's just a bit kind of, it's overall deflating. But also what I want to talk about in this video is simply the future, because now they have some time between now and No Time to Die, and there's been reports, I don't know if I will agree or not agree, but like go with it, is the fact that Daniel Craig might be courted to come back for Bond 26. It's weird saying Bond 26. I've been so used to saying Bond 25 for so long. It's weird saying Bond 26. But apparently they're trying to maybe kind of court him into possibly doing Bond 26, because there's no point lying. In 2 years' time, the 60th anniversary is going to be coming out, and you know, surely they want a movie out in that year. Like, but would I want Daniel Craig back? I don't know, because I feel like No Time to Die is doing a really good job of really feeling like this is his last movie, and especially how the kind of the odd way it's worked with Daniel Craig's movies, where it's literally went from great, and we're hoping this will be great, and I don't. It could be. I would rather see a new actor, if I'm honest. Though I do think Daniel looks great, like especially some of the recent TV spots, like they've been kind of showing more action, and he'd really kind of thrown himself into it, and I generally think he still looks good in the part. But I think I would want a new actor, and that's what I'm thinking. Surely between now and No Time to Die, like what are they going to be doing? Surely it's like, surely they want to maybe get the gears going a little bit in that time, because I would imagine when No Time to Die was going to be out in less than a month, I would imagine like after that, surely like they would maybe start thinking, okay, you know, maybe start, you know, doing the castings and all that kind of stuff, and see who would maybe be into it, and it'd be interesting. I wouldn't really be bothered if Daniel Craig came back, because I do really like him, if I'm honest. So I wouldn't be disheartened that way. I just want No Time to Die to be. I'd rather just hope for that movie to come out. We'll wait for that time. But so it'll be interesting. I'd like to know what you guys think. Actually, do you think Bond 26 will come out in the 60th anniversary? I think they'll try at least. Do you think it'll be a new actor, or do you think they'll manage to get Daniel back? I don't know about that one. I don't believe those reports that's coming out with. See what happens there. But yes, I'd like to know what you guys think. So comment down below. Tell me this whole kind of how you felt about this news, and oh god, I didn't think I would make a video like this. Like I was all like prepared of like, oh, I'm gonna do like my kind of thoughts on maybe what should happen, my predictions of maybe what happens in the movie. So that's not happening. But I guess from now until November, I've got a couple of ideas. A video that I've been trying to kind of plan for quite some time. I really want to do a tour around Scotland of the kind of James Bond film locations. I'm quite interested in that. I really want to do that, and quite excited actually of that kind of idea. Kind of a good, nice, wee big tour around the locations and all that. So we'll see how it goes there. So until then, hopefully more videos. I guess a good couple of more videos until No Time to Die. So until then, see you later.